Welcome to Inside Niger on top the wonderful, wonderful station where your matter now we own, and that na Christ said radio and TV. My name na Princess Aniana, and you know as the show they go, we go start by to first tell you what's in the for inside the front pages of the newspaper. After which, big stories them go they broken down with our sabi person inside the studio. Some of the big things now for the news. One of the ministers for inside this President Bola Ahmed Tinubu government don't resign. Waiting happen. Why? What's next? You go need to deal with us after the front pages of newspaper to sabi that one. Also, Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan is back to the Senate. INEC, there is an acting chairman, Oga Presido, get doings and plenty other ones them. So your own are just to deal with us because plenty things them day ground for me and you to take touchlight this morning. Not go anywhere because coming next now the front pages of newspaper after this very short break. All right, now welcome back to Inside Niger and sharply for inside the front pages of the newspapers. The Punch newspaper now they lead the pack this morning, and one of the tourists there be say those people we don't turn displaced persons for inside Borno State don't come out now when they talk waiting them face when Boko Haram show for them side. World Bank don't say, that's a single digit inflation target when Nigeria they get. Say who ya we are. They don't push on, throw away for one side. Come and see how do one way Abbas involved into the matter been stopped made for no impeach minority leader. Science Minister Naji don't resign on top accusation of say he fake in certificate. Still the biggest gist for inside the front of the Punch, counting down to 2027 later this week. Now Tinubu go pick the new INEC chair. Yakubu don't step aside. Presido don't come out now saying go sit down with Council of States, made them for discourse, and then this issue of who to select. Now one of the matters that we go day on ground. Still for inside the Punch, police pensioners dada say they want to do we no go agree. After talk to take get their pension don't fail. Cultists don't kill 4 people for Lagos and their Ogun communities. Tinubu don't drop 2 National Assembly bills on top say then they get policy clash. Where you go for see all of this now inside the Punch newspaper. Jumping straight to the nation, Ogbonge government said them go refinance expensive debts portfolio. What would they talk about? Now Gawale Edu na in the Yanam. And we hear say some people now for inside this matter of tax, this pay as you earn tax, they no go follow the pay am. Still again, Madam Agbamuche Mba, na in be the acting chair as Yakubu don't come out from the work of INEC chairman. Federal lawmakers don't promise, say them go make better life for Nigerians as Natasha don't resume for Senate. Still for the issue of certificate, Naji don't resign from a minister position. And he say na blackmail, the persecution, and I cause am saying, making kuku come up for them, make them go face in case. And Presido don't accept in resign letter. FCCPC, that Nigerian body on top consumer protection, don't withdraw the criminal charge against multi-choice chairman and MD. The nation, they're ready to knock you all of that and more. The Guardian says Senate, they find 10 years passport ban for any Nigeria person where they have judged guilty of a crime for inside abroad. New tax law say about 90% of Nigerians people no go do pay as you earn. Now waiting Oyedele, they explanate be that. On top accusation, say they want to wipe a particular religion come up for Nigeria. One lawmaker now don't begin the ginger Oga Trump. Say make he put label of Nigeria as country of particular concern, what they call CPC. What's in that one they talk about? Just stay with us. We will break it down more for you. And on issue of North Central, jacking up of mind, the confusion and the break bone on top insecurity and waiting go happen to those ones that we don't become displaced people. Cost of food production rise by 36% in 2025. Who they talk that one? The Guardian carry all of them there. They wait for you. Abbas, Abialo Meka, they give each other goes on top Nnamdi Kanu health condition. Natasha don't return back to Senate after 6 months suspension. Power generation and the other things them don't drop by 5% as distribution companies lose 158 billion naira. Tinubu don dey shed it like he don dey throw, he don dey drop some of him political baggage as Minister Nnaji, wey dey hear am hot right now, don resign. The Guardian na him drop all of that and plenty other more. And moving to the Daily Sun, Tinubu don put national honor give before INEC Oga Yakubu, and before INEC Oga don go on terminal leave. The one where they continue to put Kanu for detention is a very serious risk to in life. Now waiting Ohaneze, the yan be that. For the accusation of fake certificate, Tinubu Minister Uche Nnaji don resign, and he drop in letter after he finished meeting with Presido and say na blackmail, na they blackmail am. Failure in 2027 election is not an option. ADC, na in the yarn that one. For strike, Ogbonge government don't begin now to do something to answer ASO, and they don't increase the team. We will go do negotiation with the university teachers join body them. For the issue of allocation for inside Osun State, Supreme Court, they reserve judgment on it. Akpabio say truly, oh, they also know say there is rising hunger, but them more with even House of Representative that they committed to changes in election matters and plenty more. Enter for inside the Daily Sun, you will enjoy all of that and more. The Daily Trust come out say, hey, Tinubu don they ask for permission to go borrow $2.3 billion. And on 2027, ADC don they set the timetable, the process where they go follow for their candidates. Senate, they suggest a 10-year passport ban on any Niger person where they judge guilty for abroad. And the biggest gist for inside the Daily Trust say, from what they see, it be like say, Amu Peter, na him go be the next INEC chair. And still for inside the Daily Trust, minister don't resign on top accusation of fake certificates. 2,000 Nigerian refugees go return from Niger. Now waiting federal government, yan be that. As a woman put her husband fire, burn am to ashes. How distribution companies lost 358 billion naira inside 3 months. The Daily Trust, now you go for see all of that and many more. Moving to the Daily Independent, finally, the minister where they accused of faking certificates don't resign. 98% of Nigerians no go follow for the pay as you earn in 2026. Oyedele, na in talk that one. And on top say our foreign exchange is growing and growing, but the money will take they pay basic. Now in the cost make we not they see the money. Even right now, Tinubu they ask for permission to borrow $2.3 billion for cover of shortage of budget and other things then. As Ogbonge government don't bring out $100 million carbon project where they go take ginger the green growth agenda. 2 out of every 3 Nigerian children, they suffer food poverty. Now the report by UNICEF be that. Yakubu don't come out for work as INEC chair and he have hand over to Agbamuche Mba. 2027, failure is not an option. We must compete, we must win. ADC, now they talk that one. No going back on strike. That is what ASU, they tell federal government. Akpabio don't promise open, accountable, responsive Senate as Natasha don't return after expire of her 6-month suspension. All of this and more in the Daily Independent. And the Nigerian Tribune say INEC Yakubu go on terminal leave. Hand over to Agbamuche Mba. And again, Tinubu don't honor him with national award. For the new tax where they come for 2026, is say they go make it easy for at least 98% of workers them. Our Osun local government money, Supreme Court reserve judgment inside the case where the suit carry against AGF. Tinubu don't write letter to Senate, refuse to give carry go for 2 bills, say Ogbonge government must stop abuse of funds. And for the certificate Igiaga, Uche Nnaji don't resign from work of minister. ACF wants make Ogboga government protect Dangote refinery in the interest of the country. Ogun Airport record first commercial flight as NCAA don't give carry go for operations to begin for Ekiti Airport. Sanu, Nasu say on October 9 they go full street for we no go gree sake of say Ogbonge government no answer anything we they ask for. And before we go close mouth on top the front pages of newspaper, make we give you a little bit of sports. And for sports, on top World Cup qualifiers, Eagles can still qualify for World Cup. Now waiting Mikel Dejan Bidat, Osun, Lukman, others don't tight Shokoto in their training. And for ITTF rankings, Aruna still be Africa #1. Plumtree opens up on Saudi move. Amorim has had too much time now waiting schools. They yarn Bidat. Rodrigo, they say from waiting they see, Mbappe can win Ballon d'Or. And for Dream Chase, history, they call us for front as Nigeria they battle Argentina for spots of under-20 World Cup quarterfinal. Raya gets improved Arsenal contract. Chelsea, now they say made and sign Kane as Matty the Africa Champs title defense. And Bankole say Joshua is scared of me. All of this and more now you go see for inside the Punch Sports Extra newspaper of this morning. You go agree with me, say this is a very good place for us to hang the front pages of newspaper for today. But join us tomorrow, same time, same station for another beautiful edition. Until then, still there with us, no go anywhere. Big stories inside the news coming up next on Inside Niger. Welcome back to Inside Niger, and without a waste time, make we jump enter inside the big G's. But I get Kola Wole money in the house. Kola, good morning.
Good morning, princess.
You look good this morning, sir. It's good to
Too.
It's good to be back on live TV.
Happy to see you live again.
Thank you so much, sir. All right, so jumping straight into the matters on ground, almost every newspaper they talk yesterday, as we do the show on the radio portal, we've been to talk about the Minister of Science. That's now Oga Uche Nnaji, where Premium Times been go do reports of say forging certificates, especially the one for the BSc and the one for the NYSC, and the man come say na blackmail and all that. And you yesterday say the decent thing to do, not to resign.
Yeah.
Now, in the evening yesterday, the story burst everywhere. Say, so the man has gone to see president, and after that, he resigned. So what next?
Yeah. What next after the resignation is to pursue the case. The matter never end because he don't issued a statement this morning now, confirming say in resignation. Say in resignation no means saying they guilty. He just dropped the statement. Say in resignation, no make him be like saying don't say guilty. You understand? Saying go need to pursue the case, but he no want make anything dent the current administration.
Oh.
And that's now honorable thing. Now we are used to one thing in Nigeria. Maybe because of his claim, we talks in a political witch hunting or whatever. Whoever is pushing it, if what he claim is true, it means say the person go rest now, say at least I don't defeat him politically. But in our society now, we're supposed to now follow it up. It shouldn't be an abandoned case. Because we are used to this and it's rubbing on our face, it they affect our reputation. Like, okay, our leaders, what kind of impression way them been they give to followers? If truly in certificate no jail, if truly in a fake, if truly in a forge, now go forge them, we supposed to have a scapegoat. Waiting law been they talk about person way do this kind of things, na criminal case. Say you forge certificate. So I wouldn't want it because up till now, you still no agree, say true, in get fake certificate.
Okay, no,
and the people will investigate them.
Yes.
So many irregularities we then notice. For instance, the Premium Times CEO being appear on the national TV yesterday. And he talk say, this certificate they are talking about, this man claimed to have served in 1985. He graduated in 1985. But as at 1986, record still day when he did lobby to collect result.
Yes, because he say he had carryovers. Wait, do repeats.
You understand? Yes. He had carryover.
That he failed and he had to do it again. So yes.
He claimed to have graduated 1985. Record talk say he still did lobby to get result in 1986. That one did there. And these people still established the fact that, okay, even NYC where they reach out to, is so obvious, say,
it's not there.
You know, they there. Apart from saying record, no, the certificate will play at that particular time.
Yes.
Again, mistakenly, according to the revelation of the Premium Times, now 13 months, now they indicate inside the certificate, instead of the normal 12 months where Nigerians they. So if you check most of these irregularities, the only thing that the person will come represent them on the TV yesterday was hammering on was the claim that, okay, somebody don't already ascertain, say he graduated from the university before now.
Yes.
So why this time around? They need to also invest. Why I've been they talk about this is that we get a number of cases like this where we don't even know as we speak right now. So what can we do to avoid this kind of situation? This kind of investigation where Premium Times been they do. This kind of letter where then they need to write to schools. Can we even do this at the point of screening? Can we insist that whoever is being appointed will reach out to their respective school, let the school confirm that truly these people graduated from my school?
Okay, no, that's like the person himself now go reach out to the school or
the screening committee now.
Agreed.
Do you understand? The screening committee, can they find a way of reaching out to these schools to ascertain the fact that truly this person graduated, instead of we using taxpayers' money to pay these people? Now there's no system now in place to say, okay, if truly this thing was forged, apart from you going to prison, refund all the public fund that they've used to service in the last 2 years. So we need to check some of these things so that we'll not be having recurrent incidences like this. For instance, when Kemi Osun also had this kind of battle, the next thing she resigned, and all the people that she claimed that they are witch hunting her to, they calmed down, everybody went to sleep. And we're now getting another one now. So are we going to continue in this kind of situation almost every time? Somebody was even telling me, say, now only politicians know they go school, because most of them, they always have this battle of certificate or no certificate. While others get the certificate, lie down over there, they don't get anything to do with them. So it gets a way of getting into our reputation, how people, they see us internationally. You understand? The international community, how they take passive us in this kind of situation. For him to say, he know they're guilty for now, we want him to press that case very well. And again, Premium Times already threatened back yesterday, say them too, they go to court. Say because them claim, say, them collect 100 million naira from a politician in the East. That the reason why them will they pursue that kind of case. Say, people know them, waiting them they do before now, and nobody has ever accused them in this kind of situation. Say then too, they go to court. So maybe in the course of that, they'll be able to establish some of these facts, and we will get a reasonable and a logical conclusion from waiting there for grant right now. But in a situation whereby you are still feeling like, okay, you know they okay, your results they intact. Not only one source this time around. Yes. You get issue with your school, they established it. You get issue with NYC, they established it. And from both sources, they claim, say, they don't know this thing. So it's a criminal offense.
They go say, I remember even Daily Trust newspaper day before yesterday and some other papers them been talking. And even yesterday when this matter come out, my father come they give me some update. He say the man actually be talking, say they did not give him certificates. Because my father say, I said, then where did he now get the certificate that he gave out? Then when he talks saying a governor, they will chant him. The governor aide asked him, say, you even call press conference, you sent people to go and represent you. This brings my question, why is he not the one where they talk for himself? Even the channels, my way go, yes, why not be him go? Because not only him now will feel defend himself. Why is he sending aides to talk on his behalf?
And he can choose to do that. It's part of their norms
But do
of
they know?
this. You understand? Regardless whether he sends somebody or no send somebody, we assume that whatever the people he sent are saying is from him. And the reason is because not everybody are good in approaching press, in talking to press. You understand? There are some situations that you better need a media expert to manage when you're approaching press. In this kind of situation right now, it's a public figure. It's him that knows what he did. And he gets the right to talk to Nigerians if he wish, but he chooses to ask somebody to go and represent him. There's no any offense in whatever he has done. The offense now, the criminal court can eventually admit and confirm that truly this man forged his certificate. Then he should be prosecuted.
All right. So you don't hear Amo. Make this matter not just die there. Make we self as Nigerians to follow up to take expose this matter. Make we not sweep them under the carpet. And you trust us now for Christ Radio and TV. As the updates them they drop, we self they carry and can give you. Now, Kola, the second gist on top of our hand today, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu of Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, don't finally step down from the work of Chamo, going on terminal leave. From there, he could just go ahead, to live the rest of his life. And he don't hand over to the next senior person, a legal person, woman who is Sabi. That's now the Mrs. Agbamuche Imbo to take over for him now as acting while we are waiting for Presido to name the substantive. Now, where may they go is that why is it that they just give it to her as acting? Why can she not just be substantive?
Yeah, if it be because Constitution don't already give that president power or how he go fit appoint and waiting the one do, he go get the person we want appoint post before the National Economic Council. You understand? When they present to them, like former presidents, governors, they look into it. They are not looking into it to impose on him, say, you must not appoint this person. It's just more like advice to, form of respect. Now, this person now won't be in charge of. Now, he will be in charge. And the needful, now the former chairman be don't do, say the most experienced among the commissioners. And this woman don't already become commissioner, longest serving a commissioner since 2016, almost 9 years now. So, me say, if Oga Presido want make she continue, good and fine. Or if he no wants, he go need to present the name of the person to these people, and thereafter, after the announcement, then go present to the National Assembly again for screening and confirmation. Okay. That is how the Constitution did, as you speak right now, except if they want change that tomorrow, because many people been they agitate say, "Me Oga Presido, no they appoint INEC chairman," so that
do a committee
they no go fit influence.
Yes. Yeah. And now, thank you. Say you don't even could lead me to where I been they go. Truly, many people now don't they talk say, good or nice for say now the Presido now they choose who go be INEC chairman. But some senior advocates of Nigeria SANs them been done, they put mouth for the matter. I just speak like three. One can't talk say, it's not about who did that chair. You can't give example of 2015. Say, not be Jonathan put the former Atairu Jega there, but it did not stop Jonathan from losing. Say, not be by who sit down for the chair. Say, now we Nigerians and the politicians now actually be the people then where they talk where the election they go. It has nothing to do with who is on that chair. So it's not about who they choose or who they not choose. You agree with that school of thought?
I partially agree with him, but it no be final answer. You get to do. You understand? If you get plan of what you want to do, if you feel like say now this person I be the best person to help me implement what I want to,
yeah,
you can choose to go for the person if you have any ulterior motive, with a condition that we no get strong institutions. We go feel fight that kind of motive. So it get to do. But if to say we get strong institutions, we're not going to talk about this. Some people still have this impression, say, okay, Atairu Jega, then was a pure northerner. And people felt, oh, we are of PDP 16 years rule that time. So that alignment, some people will still believe, say, maybe the alignment worked very well for APC. You understand? So, and the motive of person we appoint at that time, it may not be the same motive of the current government. That one day. So to come and do pure assignment for, you know me say, the moment you don't allow president to start appointing, you know me say, he cannot still have influence on him, but at least you don't already reduce the power small. It will not be like condition of, okay, they don't already even give you the timetable of how this thing won't work. Just go and implement. This is the script. Read it out. It won't be in that manner. And not only appointment. Again, what they're also agitating for, can they have their independent budget, finances, not be influenced by the executive arm of government? That is part of waiting at the always talk before now. Say, Nigeria would always look good thing. Headache, they worry you, and Mr. President. How do I mean? For instance, the last 2023 election, they been catch call member with ₦1 million on the day of election. Presiding officer. The same way INEC chairman get power for Abuja here, the same power bestowed upon any presiding officer in each of the over 8,000 polling units in Nigeria. It's the same announcement that presiding officer will make in each of the polling units. Mind you, politicians get package for each of presiding officer nationwide in their budget. So if you don't get serious institutions to fight this battle, we will only be shouting INEC chairman, INEC chairman. He will only do one assignment. Okay, this is the record they present before me. But before that record reach is stable, waiting don't transpire. We need to pay more attention to that process. Where this current immediate past INEC chairman get it wrong, where he offend plenty Nigerians, that the technology of these beefers uploading results. But beyond the uploading of results, and that one too, people with the suspect say, be like say, and dirty there. Only the presidential election, I no agree upload where glitch is there. Others, everything went perfectly okay. The previous one where they do before even the election, it went perfectly okay. So that they won't even say, okay, maybe it's because we just started it. We now got it right later. No, they did some state election. Before that time, they uploaded. Only when presidential one came up, they say glitches. And they now say it's not even binding on them. That is not a must. Even though electoral has been captured and say INEC get power or how they want to conduct free and credible elections. Again, after the electoral act don't talk that one, the power where INEC can't get, now INEC now again carry gun, can't shoot himself for leg, say, I won't do the guidelines. How I want run this election. Inside the guideline now they can't put, say, we go upload. You see now? So, with that condition, now the offense way this man commit. But if you check around, if you check our National Assembly, we don't see one party system there. We get main party, we get minority, we even get some party, we get one or two lawmakers there. Compared to what we are getting in our state. Local government election, sweep. Then state assembly election, sweep. So if you check it, it's not that bad. He has done some reformations when he came on board. For instance, the PWD, they can be able to vote now. Elders can be able to vote to get innovations here and there. Before now, you see somebody conducting primary election. After finishing the primary election, we no win. He jumped to another team, say one contest for another team. But now they say you can only conduct only one. Even though, unfortunately, the former and the Senate president too still after that arrangement, they go win for Supreme Court. That one too did there. They are doing another proposal to reform our electoral act. So if you check it, it's not only one person will do this thing to make it right. Must contribute. They have been planning for all of us right now. I just mentioned presiding officer. They are planning for them. They are planning for all voters. People, yes. How many potential voters do we have in Nigeria? What are we? They have 5K for them. they have 10K for them.
30K some
And
states
they
and
have,
some parties.
so depending on inflation now,
Yeah, so
who is the highest bidder? So if we had that kind of situation, what is our electoral act is talking about finances of political parties and people where they conduct election. We have not done anything in that regard. So now the reason why I tell you, say, now weak institutions, now they call person, everybody they compromise. Person where they give money, fuel money, go fuel your money. Make sure say you help us carry electoral material tomorrow. Now the following day, night they look for fuel up and down. That one too, they contribute because before you go carry materials reach where it day, it don't delay. People go see them to say, oh, delay of election materials. Person wey don dey plans dey buy guns now say that place wey be say na my opposition dey there wey dem dey call in stronghold. I no need vote there because I know say I no go win in that place. But go scatter it there, make dem cancel that particular police unit. They are doing all this planning. But when they gather everything together, they will not carry all the load, put for any chairman in Abuja.
Damn. Right, so but for now, good thing that Yakubu is going, and then by Thursday we go now know who them go choose, right?
I hope say the person no go come from Southwest.
So because they don't, you hear what's in Daily Trust.
You go see the backlash.
So yeah, what's in Daily Trust talk today? Say is it Amupiton Abi say na in the look say be like
I just hope say the person no go come from Southwest. Before if you come from Southwest,
they go look and say 2027 is done.
No, it's not like 2027 is done, but trust Nigerians now. They go tell you, say, can you imagine? We have said it. Emi Lokan remix is back. So I just hope. And come to think of it, if they think about the way that they do their all this solely in era there, you'll be thinking like, okay, Jega from the north.
From the north.
You understand? Yakubu from the north. So what next? You may you think like, okay, it should be from the south. But the moment it goes that direction now, they say, they don't finish the assignment.
You go calculate and this
they will say
that
they will say, oh, that president don't
carry in brother.
Person come run things for him, may win the election. That is the kind of situation where we find ourselves in. And we need to manage it until we start building those institutions that regardless of whoever is there, you just want to do the right thing and deliver good governance to Nigerians.
But if you're to advise the president now, where you go say make him pick from?
If I am to advise him, I will prefer a situation maybe if the person can come from the southeast. You understand? If the person can come from the southeast, you know his strong opposition too. Now from the southeast. You understand? With that one, they won't have that notion of say, okay, now because now in person, now I won't use for 2027 election.
Point.
Because if now from the north right now, they feel like, okay,
they won't
buy that years.
Yes. And they still won't buy them that side.
So
if it's from the south, they go say nine people. But if it's from the east, I think it will be more welcoming.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Kola, for that one. Quickly, Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan back to the Senate with all smiles. Greeting people and then, so just in short, 3 minutes, not even talk too much.
Yes, congratulations to her. Don't forget our last conversation.
Yeah.
She's back.
Yeah.
She can't recover the 6 months wasted that they deprived our people of what they are entitled to. Good representation.
She's not deprived them of anything, that she kept doing work even when she was outside there.
Work is not the official assignment where they give her, make she can't do. They're not also make she they do work outside the Senate. Now where they send them, go represent us well. You understand? That should be a priority right now. Whatever drama, let us forget about it.
She should move on.
And she should be able to at least, I told you that regardless of whatever you want to push in the house, it's not by hoe and back. When you are back, how can you lobby to get things right for your people and for the interest of the entire nation? That is what we should be looking at right now. And I hope she will be able to at least manage that kind of a situation within the house right now. Because
advice, okay. Because please finish your thoughts.
Because if you check the body language of like people where still they like to see the smiling face of a Senate president now, they may not want to align with Natasha in the house. And she needs to thought of whatever bill or anything she's proposing before the house. You understand? At a point, they've been give her chairman of waiting, they don't already withdraw from her. So she just needs to represent her people well and it is whatever she's pushing is helping her people to grow, they will appreciate her to say, okay, you are really representing us well. It's not by going there to say, okay, I can't do relief materials, giving a small thing and small chop and stuff. No, let her represent the interests of her people, and with that, they may ask her to return. I hope.
Okay, now, because thank you. Now, that was another question I was going to ask. Somebody was saying yesterday, saying, the way when they see her, people feel no allow her return because of what happened, not because maybe they don't like her. But if you were to advise her, not especially for her composure, the way she handles things, well, what you go tell her coming back now to the
The truth of the matter is that, so you go from the talk, say, style is the man himself. But style in a woman herself. You understand?
Can you please break that down?
You can't change Natasha. That's her style of politics. We get a number of them like that. It now depends on the people. Do we like it in this way? Is that even the reason why we ask her to represent us? They are good with her. We don't have problem with that. Because they always talk something, say, to achieve some certain things in life, you must pay sacrifice. So I'm not saying that 6 months that she went was a waste. Some people will reference it tomorrow, say you cannot just do things anyhow. For instance, when she returned, she said, now the same all of us be. Not that you are a superior senator and mayor. Say that just because you take over the leadership position, the reason why you be do like this. So some people will reference it tomorrow that, oh, a case of Natasha and Akpabio, this is how it don't end. So that one should be like a sacrifice that she offered. But to say, okay, she need to calm down, she need to do. Some people will even tell you, say, now because of this, your way of things, now the reason why people love you. And they used to have that kind of impression. I will only tell her to go for whatever it pleases her. And if our people like it, good and fine. If Nigerians like it, maybe she will be our next first female president in Nigeria.
Now, back to Nigeria. Some happenings in abroad. Some days ago, or let me say sometime last week, somebody go TV for inside the America television. Go they talk, say, they want white Christian people come out for Nigeria. If you enter north, that they kill them throw away. Waiting. The talk bring plenty talk. There's been a lot of talk. Some people don't say, why they go talk like that? Some don't even say they agree with what they talk. Some newspapers don't do fact finding, to say, no, it's not true. Even the Senate, they don't talk now, say them go, is this Senate, have House of Reps, one of the lawmaker chamber, them say, then go do a bit to touchlight the matter. But where would they go now? A lawmaker for inside America yesterday named Riley Moore, they don't write a letter now to the White House saying make them designation, make them label Nigeria. They call them, say designate as a country of particular concern, CPC. I don't know what that one really means, but that is why you're here. Say make them CPC us. Because according to them, they say there is a systematic persecution and slaughter of Christians.
Don't make her be talk. Before I even forget, anyway, don't promise people say then go win a Ember giveaway on the show. So I hope say they are still paying attention to the question where we go ask them. So the filmmaker waiting in the talk, he may say it based on the impression where him been get over there. And I will say impression because of, for instance, if you did for South now, if you say, tell people say you did Kano, they say, how are you coping? That hot state, Kano people, and the way they are killing people, how have you been surviving that you've not been killed?
Yes.
Again, inside that same Kano, if some people tell you, say they Borno, you say, you dey Borno state, even Kano people see the form. Try there. That is how the situation is. What am I saying in essence is that the person they work based on the information we then provide to RAM.
Provide the information.
We don't know
that this is
have that kind of interest. And you can also easily Google and check some data, you understand. But what was the area of interest before the person pushed? It may be initiated by somebody, a group. We don't know much about that. But this is not the first time where Trump, they even make that move anyway. You understand?
To designate us something.
He even drew when he was a president then. It was when this former president, Joe Biden came back.
Then they come out us from waiting ever them.
You understand? And by implication, will be they ask about the meaning. Some certain privileges, then go deny us. For instance,
they not sell weapons to us anymore.
We
show say we get serious.
They feel like, okay, human rights, they respect her. If we apply for certain things, the fit talk say they no go give us because of this declaration or whatever the case. But let us go to record. They be the reference Boko Haram activities. Truly, when Boko Haram be start that time, you can't even specifically say this is how the thing they spread. Yes. When they be start that time, if you remember, because of say they thought they are gathered for detention here and there. Now public offices, now they take start their operations then. Public offices, because now only God no make someone like us like this be a victim. I remember that time, they go they ask any public office, they want to attack the office, they want to burn it down, police stations, killing policemen, officers and stuff. That was how they started then. Later, they now extended it to religious centers and churches in particular.
Yes, because they Western. Yes.
You understand? Churches in particular witness a number of churches where they're being attacked. You understand? Yet, they no
they look anybody
face again. Churches, mosques, any Muslim, Christian, anybody, now their target. So since then, where they just generalize it, right? Their operation right now, till date, nobody can say specifically now, Christian, now they be the target. The only factual point we be make from in submission be say most of these activities are from the northern side of the country. Yes. I totally agree with him on that. But to say that Christian, now they the target as we speak right now, no be Christian. In fact, lately, they've attacked mosques more than churches.
Yes.
I just checked my record.
Yes.
In the last 5 years, they've attacked mosques in Nigeria more than churches in Nigeria.
True.
So if you check some of these things, you will now conclude that we just need to deal with criminality. We need to get rid of it, not religious aspect of it.
But sorry, Kola, why is it that now Nanuga or Gadai, why do you say now people they come out? What happens to our president calling the embassy, the ambassador in America to come and sit down and talk? Because this thing, where did they do so? Are they not also going against the sovereignty, the nationhood of Nigeria? How you go sit down where you sit down? They say, see what's in the happen for this country. And they even say, make them like kind of punish a full country without calling us, or are we not supposed to call their ambassador and talk and show, say, we safe, we be country, we have sovereignty.
Yeah, they suit me when the way you gather your energy like this.
That's very country. So they show us love, no be say.
The point is, if you are not truly independent, this is kind of situation where we find ourselves. See the way they gather spend now. But when I need money, I know they gather spend. When I want job, when I don't see money to finance our budget, you go they drop your shoulder at that time. You understand?
They fit me meet your house girl boy.
See, it's one implications of the money when I go to borrow. It's one of the implications of the begging, the importation when I they do, the raw materials when I get here, when I know we produce by ourselves.
That's why you fit to us anyhow.
That is the implication, because if you want to talk about supremacy, sovereignty, national good quota, when this kind of situation come up. But the implication is that when you over rely on developed countries, this kind of situation go they happen. Like I've been telling you, I don't want to believe, say the lawmaker did this, make this move independently. Somebody might have influenced it. It might be a religious body, even from here, that have this kind of partnership or whatever, for him to go and push that in before the state assembly, the lawmakers there. The truth of the matter is that if the situation okay in Nigeria is not okay, what can they do if they truly want to form big man on top of our situation to help us in solving insecurity? What can they do in that regard without profiling somebody to say, okay, na Christian na be the target, or na Muslim na be the target. Because as we speak right now, not only in Nigeria, irregularities, insecurities everywhere. See what is happening in Israel,
Russia, Ukraine.
We have a number of them like that. So not only peculiar to Nigeria. So in a situation whereby we are going to be punished for maybe assuming that only Christians are being killed in Nigeria, it no make any sense at all. So whoever is making that move, may they just calm down, may they go check the statistics. If they check record, they may say, okay, maybe in previous years,
the man say record say 7,000 Christians have so far been killed in this 2025. He mentioned them for in letter.
Now, if you claim, say it, they have been killed.
So that shows 35 murders in a day.
Yes, if that's not the case, do we also do content analysis to find out how many number of Muslims have been killed within same period of time? You understand? If these people wake up to go and attack mosque and kill people there, kidnap people inside, they have that record too. They shouldn't deny, say they don't get record of mosque being attacked in Nigeria. Then they should just narrow it down to say, okay, these guys are criminals. How can we get rid of them? So that should be the solution, not okay punishing us because Christians are being killed.
Okay, so now what is the way forward on this? Because this matter no be like waiting go end. I be no one talk about. I feel say it go soon die down, but it is not dying down.
Like you've been talk, this spokesperson, I think that they been talk about them, be reacted. No, it no be true. This
Onanuga reacted.
Christian
Association of Nigeria reacted.
So
is that
beyond
enough?
that, I think they should apply their diplomacy. You understand? Let the diplomatic role come to play. We have ambassador over there. They have here. We need to discuss it for them to see the clear situation. Truly, most of these activities are happening in the north, but you know me say now only Christian.
Oh, so they want wipe out
target. And one of the reasons why it's easy to happen in the north, so many factors they involved. Porous border they involved, where then they penetrate, we share the border with some of these countries in Katsina, in Borno State, in Adamawa State. They share border with some of these countries that they can easily enter the country. And when you enter, not until when your activities are not curtailed, before you can easily spread all over the country. If not, you continue to strive, you'll be spreading little by little. For instance, they started most of the activities, Boko Haram in Bauchi State to Borno State, mainly in the northeast. When they call the growing, they spread to northwest, they spread to north central. It not mean say if government close eye, they look them, they no go reach south and go reach. So it's now left for the government to know how to curtail this kind of activities instead of saying, okay, now not now they happen and Christian now be the target.
But for us Nigerians now, we be say most times you just enter online or you just now the story where you receive this and you know how we can be in Nigeria. What do you go tell country people on this particular issue?
I will just let them to rely on facts. When they rely on facts, they will not be too emotional about it. If you rely on facts, check the records of people that are being killed as Muslim or Christian. Let us just conclude and assume saying that Nigerians, now then they kill. So whoever is killing Nigerians, let the government deal with the people, not whoever is killing Christian or whoever is killing Muslims.
You don't hear human beings na in that they kill. And then make also people rely on the facts and make our government not just sit down, they bring out statements to say they deny them. Do something about this, investigate. Please be sovereign, be supreme. You get. And then before we go, Kolawole, Oga President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, don't write letter. In short, Tajuddin Abbas, Oga Speaker of the House, been read them yesterday when they resume their sitting. And they asked for approval for a new $2.3 billion, but abroad money, it's not domestic loan, to borrow from abroad. And it say this money now to take our Euro bond, we don't mature, they need to refinance them. And then the budget, the 2025 budget, it gets some deficit, so they need to shock them in. What do we say about this?
It is unfortunate, say Nigerians don't like to hear this kind of a story, but we can't do without it for now. And one of the reasons why we no go fit do without them now because of say, not at this point now, we now be mega shouting, say, can you imagine? They won't go borrow again. Do you know why? They don't already propose inside this year's budget. Say, they no get enough money, they're going to need to borrow this. You remember, whenever they are proposing budget before the National Assembly, then they always add sources of income to finance that budget inside. And 3 sources then they always mention. Then go mention the IGR, internally generated revenues,
One way they say they don't meet
where
for
governments go generate by
inside the
themselves.
country, okay.
Then go again mention the interventions where international donors, they always give Nigeria, then they always package them too as part of the source of income. Then come to us, okay, if we plus add this one to this one, it's still no day enough. We go need to borrow so amount of naira, then go match everything together. At that point, Nigerians hardly pay attention to them. Only at the point of implementation like this. So person we don't already commit himself, we no get problem with that proposal at that time. I mean the National Assembly right now.
Yes.
They no get problem with them that time. And at that point, now they suppose talk, say, Oga President, we no agree. If na 10 trillion, you say you want borrow, reduce that to 5 trillion. If they cannot be able to do anything at that point, they approve them, they don't already shoot themselves on the list. So at this point, because Nigerians always they worried that how can this will just be approving? No, not at this point. You people supposed to be shouting. It's at the point of proposing, because by next month or this month now, they will propose another budget for next year. Let us check the content of that budget. How much are they proposing to go and borrow again? It's at that point you're supposed to fight it.
Okay.
It don't be say they still no get power to reject when they eventually bring it to. But if you have this kind of rubber stamp Senate, what do we do?
Okay, but can we survive without this borrowing? Can we finance our budget without this borrowing?
For instance, the government been talking, say they don't meet their IGR.
True.
This year in August. Meaning what they got in September and what they are getting right now, Nigeria, beyond what they be expect. We know the reason why they met it anyway. Now Nigeria's pocket, then they collect all this money back. Subsidy way they no gree pay on our behalf again. Contributed to the reason why they meet her. The dollars who they exchange for 400 naira went on to 1,500 naira. It contributed to why they meet some of those things. So you should now be able to tell us, say, oh, in January or last year when I be proposed this budget, I propose say I want go borrow 10 trillion naira. But because of say I quickly meet up with my target, I will just borrow 3 or 4 trillion naira. We're supposed to get that clarity from them, that explanation. We need to get it from them. But that is not what we are getting. Now, coming back to your question, say whether we go feel survive without borrowing. Why not? We go feel survive without borrowing, but it may affect them from implementing some certain content in the budget. For instance, a situation whereby you propose that, okay, you want to use 20 trillion naira to do capital projects this year. And you want to use 30 trillion naira for the current expenditure, payments, salary, overhead, and stuff like that. You don't already get maybe 35 trillion naira this year. 30 trillion for current, 20 trillion for capital.
So you need 15.
Implication. If you no do that of the current, go see placard everywhere. Workers go, they carry placard, say they no degree, they no pay them salary. So you have to settle down first. You now have 5 trillion naira left out of 20 where you propose for capital. You now say, okay, for capital, because now capital, if person wake up, we no see road, construct, where they no construct road for his yard, you know go carry placard every morning now, but if they no pay worker salary, issues go there. So they will prioritize that recurrent at the detriment of capital. So by implication, if they no see that money borrow, it means say we remain where we did. So that is the implication. Unfortunately, if they even see the capital project borrow again, waiting be the impact of those projects where they borrow to implement. And they pay the money in return in a social way, or maybe directly or indirectly. Can they pay it? If they cannot pay it, what kind of impact then they get on people's life? Apart from the impact, how are you even implementing the money to make sure say wastage no day? So some of these things you no put them in play, because I dey always talk say no be bad thing to go borrow. Now wetin you borrow for, and now you take use the money where you borrow judiciously or otherwise, na go determine whether we dey progress or not.
But for this particular one now, how are Nigerians supposed to feel?
Unfortunately, they will feel bad about it, but like I've been talk, no be today. Then they cry. If they cry right now, it can't be like say that they cry when head don't already come out from the neck. No be today.
But do you think if maybe the presidency or the government explain better, maybe break down the budget to people, explain that maybe Nigerians go understand more, and
Nigerians no go understand until they start seeing results in their area. There's no grammar because of that trust deficit where they always talk about. They don't explain tire, no result. So then go explain, people will still not understand. They will only understand where they are seeing the impact of that explanation in their respective locations.
Anyway, Kolawole, thank you so much for today. Finally, a quick recap.
Yeah, a quick recap. We hope that we have a budget that they will be able to implement 100%. Unfortunately, this current borrowing where they won't do now next year, then go fit see the money implement of this year budget. It no make sense. Even investors no go take us seriously. Then go feel like saying policy somersault now we they take operate for the country. It no make sense. And for the high next chairman, next one, just like I've been told, we are hoping to get somebody from the southeast or maybe manageably from the south. But if otherwise is the case, if otherwise is, no, I don't go talk say from the south. But if they go touch southwest, backlash go follow. So I think let us leave it at that note, but let people win anyway.
Don't talk, say, make we not just come out like that without at least giving somebody something on top. The Christ said Ember giveaway. So for you now to win something big, the question today, we say, waiting be the name of this show. Waiting be the name of this show, and waiting be the two segments. What would they do for this show? Simple. Name of the show, the two segments in the show. Just drop your answer for the comment section of this video on Facebook or even on YouTube. And you can still drop your answer on top of all of our other social media platforms, because we did TikTok, we did X, we did Instagram, we did YouTube, and we did Facebook. Our address now at Christ Said Radio TV, at Christ Said Radio TV. And if you check us on top of our website, now www.christsaidradioandtv.com. And like Kola, they always talk, the terms and conditions, first of all, make sure say you did subscribe to all of our pages, you did like our comments, you did contribute for waiting with the talk. And I will say again, if you don't win before, I beg, give other people chance to win. The question again, waiting be the name of this morning show, and waiting be the two segments. Already, I don't give you expo. Waiting be the two segments inside the show. Kola, they give any expo today.
No.
So subscribe to our pages, follow us, like us, comment on all of our social media handles. Answer this question. When you answer this question, our people go reach out to you, and then we will know how to make your win available to you. But until then, keep listening, keep watching, keep following, keep spreading the message of Christ Said Radio and TV. That na say your matter now we own. We dey here to inform you. We dey here to fight your fight, spread information to you, educate you, and also fight that matter will be your own. Check us out for on top all of our YouTube channel at Christ Said Radio TV. Beautiful, beautiful reports there, from what happened for Mabushi to what happens for Karimu to even Independence Day celebration and plenty other stuff. Then you don't want to miss it. Make it a date with us again tomorrow, same time, same station, for another beautiful edition of this show. Until then, my name na Princess Aniana. Good morning.